Welcome to the No New Friends podcast, the podcast for adults who like to laugh at adulting. In this episode, we get an update from Chris about his internet scammer pen pal, Bubba Job. We also find out about the most spoiled dog in the world. Now, due to some internet problems, we had to cut this episode a little bit short, so it's a shorter 2-segment episode. But this is still a great episode, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the No New Friends podcast. I get a message from a guy on Facebook every day, and this is on my personal account.
I hope your messages from guys on Facebook are the same as mine.
No, they would definitely be a lot different than the...
Well, tell me. I want to know. Let's see.
Okay, so this guy every day checks in with me and says, "How are you?" "I'm fine." And he goes, "I'm always praying for you, sir." And I'm like, "Thank you very much."
It's not the same message I get.
No, it's not.
Something about being on your knees but not praying.
Right. And what are you wearing? And can you take it off? I'm sure those are the messages that you get from the scammers.
Close enough.
And now it's time for the No New Friends podcast with Scott, Mary, and Chris.
Come on, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
That's right. You're listening to the No New Friends podcast, voted number 1 by our friends and family. We are the podcast for adults who like to laugh at adulting. If you'd like to connect with us on the Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube, just check out our website, www.nonewfriendspodcast.com. All of our links are right there. And while you're there, you can join our Patreon and you can watch all of our live videos or our live recordings as we're recording it, and then get a bunch of other exclusive access. Also, while you're there, check out our sweet merchandise. And we have some really cool Christmas designs, and we have some individual Queen of the Sunrail and Scumbag Reselling Hoarder merchandise on there, so check that out. My name is Scott. I am your host. With me, as always, my co-host. I'm an architect for her pain, the Queen of the Sunrail, Mary. And our producer, the Scumbag Reselling Hoarder himself, Chris.
That's a quote from the Nutcracker. There's no lines in that movie. And listen, this is airing after Thanksgiving, so it's officially Christmas season.
Yes, it is. It is officially Christmas. So I had this idea, because we have this Queen of the Sunrail merchandise and also Scumbag Reselling Hoarder merchandise, and we get a commission off of every bit of merchandise sold. So, I told you guys that if your individual merchandise sells, we'll put half the money into the No New Friends pot, and then you get the other half. Well, I propose a contest, okay, between now and Christmas, because this is the best time of the year for gifts to be given, especially with Chris's face, the Scumbag Reselling Hoarder, and Mary's face, Queen of the Sunrail. Whoever has sold the most merchandise gets the other person's half of commission.
Oh, wow. My mom's going to love wearing a shirt with my face on saying scumbag. So I'm sure that will go over really well in the Yob household.
So if you want to support Chris, go on there and get the Scumbag Reselling Hoarder merchandise. If you want to support Mary, go ahead and get that Queen of the Sunrail merchandise.
So here's the thing. All right. I was willing to get a degree that did nothing for me professionally. So what makes you think that I would not go into debt to work and win this contest? I will end up with a warehouse full of Queen of the Sunrail merchandise.
I love it. That's perfect. So quick update, Mary, did you watch the Spider-Man trailer?
I did. And I did. And here's the thing. Not one person told me that Daddy Strange was going to be in it as much as as he was. I know that you had mentioned it. Waffles has a lot to say about it, okay? She also wanted to know why you didn't mention this. I didn't. I thought you were kidding. You said that Doctor Strange was going to be in it that much. Yeah, I'll be there opening day.
Yeah, Mary, this is pretty much like a Spider-Man Doctor Strange crossover. It's pretty much like Spider-Man and the Doctor Strange. That's what this movie should just be called.
I'm there for it. You let me know. Good. We'll go together.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Opening weekend.
Oh, you want to hang out with 17th. Me?
I don't even want to go there with me inviting you to things and whatnot. Chris, do you have an update on your pen pal, Bubba Job from the Gambia, the smiling coast of West Africa?
Yeah, so I actually do have a troubling update. So Bubba Job is, when I think Bubba Job is alive and well. Yes, Waffles, Bubba Job is alive and well. Don't you worry about it. So I started messaging him even more, and I started to get a little funny with him. I sent him a picture of the donkey that was on his Instagram, and I said, "What kind of dog is that? Gambian dog, very beautiful creature." And then he didn't respond. Oh man, you think he's going to catch on to me? And so then I messaged him back. And I said, "I donated to your link." He gave me a link to donate food called tarengas.com or something. You could donate food. Oh. So I said, "I donated to your link. Expect lots of corn next," with a happy face. So then he finally responds to me, and I said, "What kind of dog is that?" He goes, "This is a donkey." And then he responds saying, "It's a donkey, not a dog." And I said, oh my gosh, sorry, I've never been to Africa before. I thought it was a dog. But did you get my corn? And then again, he didn't respond to me. So I said, "Bubba, my friend, have you received my corn? I paid for lots of corn." And he goes, "Not yet, bro." So now we're bros.
That's funny.
I said, "Okay, it should be coming."
Listen, the pleasure's all yours, Chris. Okay.
Then he asks me for a receipt of the corn that I purchased. So I respond to him and I said, "Listen, I have a relative that works for the FBI. I'm going to let him know your story and relay all this information so that maybe he can help. He works in international affairs." And then he responds to me by saying, "Okay, brother, I hope it goes well, by God." So I'm like, what, is this? He's making me start to, is this guy real or is he a scam? And I think he's just that good of a scam artist that he's really playing the role. Like he's dying on that hill.
Gotta be. He's gonna put his flag in that mountain, Chris. I think so. Do you want me to be like an FBI agent and I'll reach out to him? I can. I'll make a whole profile.
Mary, it gets worse. So I sent him a screenshot. Oh God, no. I sent him a screenshot because you can Google Gambian scam, and from the U.S. Embassy in Gambia, it warns people. This is one of the most common scams we currently see is claims that a Gambian has lost his parents, cares for his siblings, does not have money for school fees. Well, this is exactly what Bubba Job said to me, right? I sent him a screenshot and he said, "This sounds just like your story. I hope people don't think that you are a scam. I believe you." And then he says, "So do you believe me, or what do you think about me?" I said, "I believe you, but it is sad that others are posting as people in your position. I'm sad about that." And he goes, "Thank you, brother." So then I don't know what possessed me to do this.
This is great. I love this.
But I FaceTimed him through Instagram.
No, stop. No.
And Bubba Job answered. It was him? And there was a in the background. It was him.
Oh my gosh. So, what are you gonna do?
So I said, "So," he goes, he said hello, and then I just hung up right away. And so I think I'm going to have to screen record a phone call with him.
You have to, and then we'll play it on the podcast.
Yes.
Do it right now. Stopping you.
I did restrict him on my Instagram, which means that he can't see when I'm online or that I've read his messages, because I got a little creeped out. I'm not going to lie.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a little bit much. Have fun, but, protect yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So Bubba Joe, and then I even looked up because it was bright outside. I was like, I got this guy, because let me Gambia, and it should have been bright outside. So it's like everything was lining up for this Gambian guy, but I don't know. It could have been a really nice little movie set he had going back there.
That's what I said. I said, wow, he's got a really nice movie set.
What I don't understand is that if you are that poor and you need food that much, why do you have a smartphone and a cell phone?
I know. Plan? Well, that's the scam. I mean, we both read the same article. That's what this tribe in Gambia it does, and that's why they're smiling all the time, because they're duping us dumb Americans into sending money for them because we feel sorry for them.
Yeah. So I do have something that is related to scams, and it just happened to pop up on my Instagram feed. YouTube feed the other day. There's this guy on YouTube called Scammer Payback, and he scams scammers. So he'll call the call centers, and he has moles over in the call. Like he was telling this one guy, like he knew the one scam caller's name, and he was calling him by name. He goes, "Now when you come into work tomorrow, you're going to be on the floor tomorrow, and and wearing your black and white checkered shirt. So because his mole was telling his way, and he'll go. This guy's a hacker himself. He goes and hacks these people's computers and deletes all their files. Oh, it's a great YouTube channel. But I just stumbled across it after this happened to me. Yes, scammer. There it is right now. I clicked it by mistake. Scammer on YouTube for anyone who likes scam humor like myself.
That's great.
It's really good. So we're going to get some video with Job in the next couple of weeks. I have to figure out a script for myself because now I'm playing the scammer.
Yes.
And I'm going to see if we can maybe get him to buy some merchandise, some No New Friends merchandise.
Perfect.
What if we send him a T-shirt, a No New Friends T-shirt?
I want him to wear it. Let's see. That's how we would know it's real.
I'll tell him if he wears our T-shirt, I will donate. A $50 Outback Steakhouse gift card. That's all in my bank account.
That's great. So I get a message from a guy on Facebook every day, and this is on my personal account.
I hope your messages from guys on Facebook are the same as mine.
No, they would definitely be a lot different than the.
Well, tell me. I want to know. Let's see.
Okay, so this guy every day checks in with me and says, "How are you?" I'm fine. And he goes, "I'm always praying for you, sir." And I'm like, "Thank you very much."
That's not the same message I get.
No, it's not.
Something about being on your knees, but not praying.
Right. And what are you wearing? And can you take it off? I'm sure those are the messages that you get from the scammers.
Close enough.
But this guy I'm always praying for you. I have a sheet company and I donate money to help orphans. They're like really nice sheets according to the pictures, and he's in Pakistan.
What kind of thread count are we talking?
I don't know. I don't know those questions to ask.
Questions.
So we've been messaging back and forth now for weeks because I want to be part of this game, and so we're finally now getting into the money. We're getting into the money of the money conversation. And he's like, I help out a lot of orphans, and, we donate a portion of what we make, but nobody wants to buy it because they think we're terrorists and this, that, and the other. And I said, "Oh my gosh, I can definitely help you." And he's like, "Oh, thank you, brother. Peace, brother. Many blessings on you and your family." And I'm like, "Absolutely." I said, "For $100 a month, we will advertise your sheets on our podcast. So when would you like to get started on this?" And he goes, "Please, we don't have any money. Maybe you could just ask people to buy it." And I said, "Our advertising time is expensive. Like I can't just, I'm already giving it to you at a charitable rate. So, is there what fits in your advertising budget? Because we really want to help you out." And I haven't heard from him since.
Oh man.
We got to get somebody. I might bite the bullet and donate to the scam. But
I want to see him in our T-shirt, though.
I know. If he puts on our T-shirt, I will donate money to him. But I guess I'll have to get a prepaid debit card or something because I know
that's what you need to do. Yes, you need to get a prepaid debit card that has no link to you whatsoever. Because
just send like a wire, send like a secured Western Union type of situation.
Yeah. I'll do so. I will definitely do that if he agrees to wear our shirt. But
I think we can all throw in on that. I think the No New Friends podcast can fund that.
Yeah,
sounds good to me. Sure. We'll do
all press is good press.
Exactly. Yeah. If we get Bubba Job to wear a No New Friends shirt, that would complete my life.
This just in: a Gambian teenager has been arrested for scamming U.S. citizens, and then in the video, he's got his face covered. He's got his face covered. He's Aaron Hernandezing. With the T-shirt over, or in his pants.
But it just happens to show.
But it just shows No New Friends podcast.
Great, beautiful, wonderful.
So I've been really, really since the podcast and since or the scam podcast. And since all these people have been slipping into my DMs, I've really been trying to get scammed. So I pick up lately. And
I love it.
So my sister FaceTimes me and she was, "I have a story for you."
Because you thought it was a scam.
She's like, "I have a story." And I said, "What's going on?" So a friend of hers, her relative passed away. So my sister sent her, there's this cookie chain in Philadelphia called Insomnia cookies. Delicious cookies.
Oh my God. They're so good. And
You've had them?
Yes. There's one literally around the corner from my office. And
throughout the United States.
They have gluten-free chocolate chip cookies, and they are always warm and always wonderful.
2 by 4. So she sends her friend the cookies. So this was through UPS. She gets a text the day it's supposed to be delivered with all of her friends' information saying, we will to deliver the package to this address, but $1.40. Oh, and it was sent back to our warehouse for $1.40. We'll reship it out. So my sister goes on and starts filling out all her credit card information, right? Mm-hmm. She hits next, and then it asks for her social security.
Oh, hails to the knob.
And then she's like, wait a second, this cannot be real. But she thought it was real because I had all the girls' information on it, everything. Wow. Like, it was really weird. So then she realized that FedEx texted her, and UPS was the one that shipped it in the first place. But yeah, how about that? Yeah, for $1.40 extra, we will ship it back out. Then but the other thing that I believe she fell for was there was no one home to sign for the package. You think they were going to require someone to sign for cookies? Like, you really thought that?
Seems a little odd.
Yeah, so scams are everywhere, guys. But you know what? If I'm going to get facts, and we'll see if we can have some fun with them.
Yep, and scams are bad, especially around the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
So
Always.
Be careful out there. You know, tis the season for the criminals
to get your account jacked.
Exactly. So when we come back, we're gonna find out who spoils their animals the most, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's not any one of the three of us. You're listening to the No New Friends podcast. Hey, New Friends listeners, if you're anything like me, you don't have the desire or time to clean your own house. That's why I've been using I Believe services for the last 5 to 6 years. They are your one-stop shop for all of your cleaning needs. They do commercial, house cleaning, vacation homes, post-construction, party cleanup, deep cleaning, move in or move out, pressure washing, laundry, inside cabinets, fridge, oven, and much more. Call them today, 407-928-4595. Check them out on Facebook or their website, ibelieveservices.us.
Do you like Disney? Do you love finding out fun facts about your favorite attractions or restaurants? Then you must try Diz Hiz, the Disney History Podcast. Joe, Alex, and Jen will keep you entertained as they deep dive into all things Disney. Visit DizHiz.com or follow us on all social media at DizHiz65. We even have a YouTube channel. Just search Diz Hiz anywhere, and I hope you give us a listen.
Hey guys, comedian James John, and you are listening to the No New Friends podcast.
Welcome back to the No New Friends podcast with Scott, Mary, and Chris. If you listen to us on Apple, please leave us a 5-star rating and give us a positive review. We'd love that. And if you listen to us on Spotify, the last couple episodes have either polls or questions. Feel free to answer those. And if you answer them funny, we'll read them on the air and maybe we'll send you a prize or something. Who knows? Just try it. Just connect with us. We want to hear from you. So, Mary, I know that you spoil waffles all the time.
No way.
And we talked about this in 2 different episodes in a row about his birthday. Is that the most you've spoiled waffles, or what would you say is the most you've ever spoiled waffles?
I think that I don't know. I think that waffles are just a really nice lifestyle to begin with. So it's really hard to be objective when it comes to spoiling. She's in the background. She wants to chime in on this. Waffles gets eggs and bakey pretty regularly. Like if I'm making, she's always with me. She's making eggs for the kids for breakfast. She gets some and she knows it. I think that she's entitled to a space in my bed and on the couch. Like if she's on the couch and a kid tries to go sit, if she's there, they can't like push her down. The dog's there. Like she was there first. So
gotcha.
Respect
Okay.
her space. And she's beautiful though. I mean, have you seen her? Look at her.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Well, I could tell you that you don't spoil your dog as much as this lady I'm about to tell you. Now, Chris, what do you do to like? Do you? We've kind of talked about this as well. What's the most outrageous thing you've done to spoil your dog?
So the only bad thing that I do that Emily gets for is Bailey started this new habit. We keep her on the TV stand, and she's doing this new thing where she looks at treats and just starts crying. And then if we don't give her one, she starts like punching things. Like she'll sprint around and like punching things with her paw. Yeah, it's really crazy. And I always because
so
I just
tiny. What do you mean she punches things?
She literally she'll just go around and
she'll
just like she sprints and goes around and punches things. And she'll like
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Something like what are you talking
so
about?
I and then Emily's gone all day, so I have to deal with this. So I'm like sitting at my computer doing something, and then she starts doing this. So I go over and I give her one, but she did it like once, and then it turned to like 3 times a day, to the point where Emily hid the treats from both me and Bailey. Or either, but I think the worst thing that Emily's done recently to spoil her is she did buy her a puppy advent calendar from Aldi.
And what's in it?
I don't know. It's not December 1st yet, Mary.
Oh my gosh.
Be patience. So, but I will let you know.
I need
Stay
to
tuned.
go look though. I feel like Waffles
go to Aldi. I actually got mad at Emily for the second thing that I had to say. What's today? November 24th. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
For us, yes. When you hear this, it's going to be a couple days after Thanksgiving.
Sorry to break down.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
So Emily bought Bailey a new Thanksgiving collar 3 days ago, so she could wear it for a grand total of less than a week.
And how much was it?
It was. She's like she requested like $15 from me because we gave her money back and forth on iMessage.
Wait. What?
So she bought 2 collars. Sorry, it was 2 collars. It was a Thanksgiving collar and then a Christmas collar.
Wait, so you and Emily send each other money back and forth?
On iMessage. When we split things, like she'll buy it on her card and then we split it.
You're married now. You have accounts?
No, we do, but not when she orders from. And we haven't switched everything over yet, Mary. Listen, we're millennials, Mary.
I didn't know. Look, I didn't know.
My life is a mess, Mary. We have a joint account, but it's a whole new number, and now I got to go and I got to enter the number everywhere again. It's a mess.
Listen, Mary, Emily doesn't want any part of those gambling debts. She's staying as far away from that joint account as possible.
I keep my gambling account very low key, which I did actually have to the other day put a 4-week cool down on my account, so I cannot even log into my account. That's for another podcast. I don't even know what a 4-week
down is.
That's for another podcast. I feel
like I need that for like the Yori website. Like I need that.
But anyway, besides my spiraling depression from my gambling addiction, so that's so yeah. She bought her she did buy her Thanksgiving collar days before Thanksgiving, when she did have a perfectly good Thanksgiving collar. It was right in the same drawer as the 18 other collars that she owns.
Wow. Okay, so you spoil your dogs.
I think every pup needs collar for occasions.
We call them necklaces.
Waffles has different things. Like my sister got her a Huffle pup.
Cute.
Because
that's a good one.
We're Hufflepuffs, her and I. Aren't you?
So for us here, our dogs have a stocking for Christmas, and then we have a cookie jar
What's it filled with, Scott? Gold?
No, stop. No, it's dog treats and stuff. And then we have a cookie jar with cookie-shaped, like Oreo-shaped treats.
You told me, and you ate them, right?
I did. They taste like off. They do taste good. They taste like off-brand.
He's like, this is great,
kind of bland Oreos. So all 3 of those, we spoil our dogs. Not nearly as much as this woman that I'm about to tell you, German Countess, multi-millionaire Carlotta Liebenstein. Okay. So she died.
Already sounds like she's going to spoil a dog, maybe a Pomeranian is what I'm going to guess.
So she died back in the early 90s. Okay. And she left. Yes. Waffles. I know what you're. you're going to get mad at this story. And
guys, I'm sorry. She's right here with me. I'm so sorry.
Mary's going to be on the hook for what I'm about to tell you.
Oh, no,
so
she's hearing it.
Miss Lebenstein's dog, a German Shepherd, Gunther III, was left in her will $7.5 million.
Come on, how's that even legal?
I don't know if you know it, but my name is also Gunther. What?
So,
what's that dog gonna do? That's not a human. There's no way. Okay, look, that's not legal. That can't be binding.
Well, if you know German law, I would love for you to weigh in.
Oh God, it's true.
Yeah,
I've got nothing for you.
So in 2001, so Gunther III has since passed, and has all of Gunther III's money has now gone to Gunther IV. Okay, and there's a handler. There's a handler and someone who kind of handles the finances and all that. And now that $7.5 million has now, with interest and all sorts of wise investing, is now worth $400 million.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Gunther,
you know what? Good for that family for investing.
I know.
I'd love to see their Gunther. Hey.
Gunther IV is now worth $400 million. Won a 2001 auction for a rare white truffle with a winning bid of 3 million lira, or roughly $1.1 million. That's a lot of bones.
Oh, that is a lot of bones. I love the puns.
Gunther IV has also bought a Miami mansion once owned by pop diva Madonna.
What is going on?
Okay,
what is
hold
this?
on.
What
no,
is this?
no, there's no way that a dog can purchase a mansion. Okay. There's background, there's go into that. No, I am going to poke holes all through this story. This cannot be right.
All right. Gunther III was once owned by a German countess who I told you about. Upon her death, she was a well-known animal lover, was deeply attached to her pets, left her vast fortune, of $80 million, not 7.5, $80 million to her canine companion.
Trying to chalk her up to chump change.
I know.
I mean, come on.
Her beloved pet amassed an astronomical fortune, and today that dog's son, and presumably his son's son, and so on, makes it the world's richest dog. The next richest dogs in the world are owned by Oprah Winfrey, who set up $30 million trust for her 5 spoiled canines.
Is that not disgusting?
I would like to know what the trusts look like, though.
Mary, I don't know. I'm not a legal expert.
Look at them.
Nor are you.
I want to. Okay.
I did get interns on the Gunther story.
Okay.
And just November 18th, an article popped up on NPR titled "This Wealthy Dog Selling a Miami Mansion That Madonna Once Owned." And like, if you read through the article, the dog lives in her old bedroom. And has a private chef that cooks for him.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he likes caviar. Yeah.
Now, they did put selling in quotations. So I assume it's the estate of the dog that owns the man.
Correct.
Unless it is the dog.
Interesting.
Who is, this is crazy. Yeah, there's articles all over. If you just type, I Google dog buys Madonna mansion. And here's their post. No, stupid. A dog isn't really selling Madonna's former's house. So this is going to debunk the NPR article. So now we got article wars going on all over the place with this Gunther. This is right up Mary's alley. But it is, it says what is true is, I mispronounced this person's name, but Asselin and her husband Ethan are listing the home for $31.75 million. But their client, the real owner, is not a dog. He's a wealthy, albeit eccentric, 65-year-old Italian entrepreneur from Tuscany named Maurizio Mian, who is the owner of the. It says. Wait. It says. Oh my gosh! Hold on. The page just. Okay, here it is. When confronted by the Post, Milano, it's complicated.
It is complicated. It sounds very complicated.
That is so funny. So this is totally 100% legit.
Wow.
This is insane. Was there anything else in that initial article that you were reading?
No, and I just looked at the date of that initial article. It's from May 18th, 2016. So it was just the first article that popped up for me. I heard about this on the radio, and I was like, I've got to talk to Mary and Chris about this, because I know that Mary spoils waffles, and I found someone that could put her to shame when it comes to spoiling.
Now,
I'm not not saying I don't like over spoil waffles. I don't think
Mary, your dog gets eggs and bacon every morning for breakfast.
Not
that is
every
spoiling.
morning. It's not every morning. Okay.
How often? How often? How often?
4 out of 7.
4 out of 7. That's, you know,
I would say
my dogs don't ever get eggs and bacon.
Okay,
ever.
But it's because I make my children breakfast and she's a children.
No, but
I just incorporate
human food is not good for dogs.
Eggs are fine for dogs.
What about the bacon?
Is fine. Turkey bacon is perfectly fine for dogs. Sir, relax, okay? I've got it taken care of. However, I really, really am trying to fight the urge to paint her little nails. I really think it would be very cute if she had little like painted nails. So I'm gonna ask the lady at Hollywood Hounds the next time we take her to see if they can do that for her.
I got Bailey's nails painted before.
Do they do it? And it's fine, right?
Yeah, it looked really cool actually.
Aw, I
did find
she would love it.
I found an article, guys, on the average annual expenditure on dogs and cats in the United States. Now, cats are, I would tell you what, cats is half the amount of dogs.
For sure.
So
I believe it.
They have a breakdown. This is from 2020. Most of the expense is food, but there's also supplies, splurge items, pet insurance. So annually, how much do you think the average American spends on their dog per year?
My guess is $11,000.
No, not that much. I'm going to say, because you have the vet visits and the dog food, I'm going to say probably about $6,900.
Yeah, see, it's not that bad. It's $1,200 a year on average.
That can't be
$1,200.
Right. No, there's no way. There's absolutely no way, and I'll tell you why. Because a grooming visit for waffles, if you just like put that into play, there's no her food.
Yeah, but how often do you groom waffles?
Every 3 weeks.
That's insane.
That's too much.
No, it's not, because she is a corgi and she has nails and she is very fluffy. She has got to be attended to.
That's probably the groomer.
Well, and she likes it.
Yeah, I mean, Brantley, who is our fluffernutter, it's every 6 weeks is when we get the dogs groomed, and that's
we do Bailey every 3 months because it's expensive. And I'll tell you what, man, she looks ratchet at 3 months. She looks horrible.
But that's what I'm saying.
We do not bring her out in public. We do not.
Guys, I live in I can't have a ratchet-looking Pampered corgi. Okay,
I think 6 weeks. I think 6 weeks is an appropriate amount of time.
We bought Bailey a caution, do not pet leash when she gets around that like 2.5 months.
Yeah,
she looks so horrible that we don't want people coming up to her and seeing and judging us. So we bought that for her, so people are afraid of her and don't come near her. That's how horrible she looks. I'll have to send some before and after pictures. Now for nails trim, because we're not savages. We're not we don't neglect our dog.
Right.
But yeah, the grooming and the we pay sometimes because she gets a little messy. But the cutting of the hair, no, we just let it grow. We cut, so she just doesn't cut it at all. Now I'm not gonna lie, I did see on Google that how often should I groom my corgi? 4 to 8 weeks. So 3 weeks is a little excessive, but
okay, look, 3 weeks is not, it's like hit or miss. That's what we aim for, right? Because our schedules like bounce back and forth. So that's what we aim for.
Mary,
I'm not way off though.
Do you take waffles somewhere, or do you have a mobile groomer come over?
No, because we literally live like I walk her to the groomer.
Oh, okay.
It's like right there.
I've got the big dog, so we have to have the mobile groomer come over.
How much of that? It's okay. Let's break it. Mobile groomer charge you versus my groomer charge. I give my groomer a lot of money because I don't trust anybody with Bailey because she's weird with clippers and stuff.
Right.
And this is one of her old trainers that used to train with her, so she knows Bailey. So we overpay. We pay $60 and we give her a $20 tip. That's also why we make her 4 weeks.
Yeah. So I think with tip and the 3 dogs, I think it comes out to $450 every 6 weeks.
Oh, how many dogs do you have?
I don't.
3. Very large dogs.
Okay, that's a lot of math for me to do.
Yeah.
I think that out the door, it's like $60. for a waffle.
Yeah, for me it's much, because with the 2 dogs it was with tip it was about 200.
It may be a little more.
Okay, that makes sense. Mobile.
Yeah. Now,
I think Waffles is right at $60.
And we also do the mobile vet as well, because especially with my my lab, he doesn't like other dogs, and he just wants to play, but he's very loud, very obnoxious, and he's very strong. I cannot take him to the vet, so we have to have a mobile vet come out here, and it's really only $75 more than if we took all 3 dogs to the regular vet.
That's not bad at all.
No,
and a cool service too.
Yeah, and they feel comfortable. They're at home, so
yeah, I like that.
All right, before we go, Chris, what do you got going on Diz His this week?
Oh, this week we have the Hollywood Brown Derby, which I have never heard of in my life. Don't know where it's at. Had no time to read Alex's history, so it's going to be a really fun one.
Well, what's interesting is it's a restaurant at Hollywood Studios, and it's a hat shop at Universal Studios.
It sounds like slang for using the bathroom.
Well, listen, if you know it's food involved, I definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So that'll be a fun one for sure for me, because it'll be my first time learning about it.
Nice. Chris can be heard on the Diz His podcast. Those new episodes drop every Tuesday morning. You can connect with them, Diz His 65 on any social media platform or dizhis.com. All right, that's going to do it for us today. As always, if you'd like to connect with us, just visit our website, www.nonewfriendspodcast.com. You can connect with us on the Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube. Check out our sweet merchandise. Remember, support Mary or support Chris, whoever you like more, support them and buy their merch. And also, you can join our Patreon right there on our website. I'm Scott. On behalf of Mary and Chris, we will see you next time.
Okay, bye.